It is quite rare that on this channel I talk about projects from Dubai, but today I want to talk with you about a very interesting new launch from Ellington that I want to analyze in this video, Everly Place, and I want to show you why this is for me personally the most interesting launch I have seen so far in the Dubai real estate market in 2026. Let's get right into the video for today. And I know some of you might say, what about the current situation? I personally believe that we have to see it through phases. We have right now the current phase where we definitely feel an impact on the market. Transactions are down, less people are here than usual. Time horizon of 3 to 5 years where many people will come into the UAE because the UAE is building actively new infrastructure and new campaigns to attract experts because of the cheap energy supply that the UAE has, and attracts experts from all over the world that wants to move here in this country for political stability, low taxes, and a very interesting business environment. The UAE is not an oil importing country, but actually an oil and energy exporting country. So if you ask me what was the best time to buy in the Dubai real estate market, it was actually in 2021. If you're asking me what is the second best time to buy, it is right now. Why? Because the prices in good areas have still not fully developed. And this is, in my opinion, the most important question that every investor needs to ask themselves before investing into any project in Dubai, and that is, who is gonna buy this from me? Who will buy this from me for handover so that you have the chance to actually resell it? And second of all, who wants to live there? If you cannot answer those two questions, it will be very hard for you to make a good investment. The project is Everly Place by Ellington. Ellington is one of my favorite developers in the Dubai real estate market. Why? Because they really know what they're doing. They are building quality buildings. Since 2014, they have a 96% occupancy rate, and in the same areas like IMA, they can charge up to 30 to 50% more rent for a comparable product, comparable project next door, because people pay more to live in an Ellington project. They stay longer and they want to enjoy this boutique developments of them. So it's a very easy buy to resell, but also to rent out. So the developer for me is one of the best, if not the best, in the whole Dubai real estate market. The second thing is for me the location. The location is for me personally the best Ellington location that I have seen in a while. Why? Because if you compare to similar Ellington projects in Mohammed bin Rashid City, most of them are not near the Crystal Lagoon. Here you have now a project that is directly facing the Crystal Lagoon of Mohammed bin Rashid City. It's one of the biggest crystal lagoons in the world, and you will have a promenade in front of it. You will have a beautiful view of the lagoon. 23-meter infinity edge pool that will face exactly the Crystal Lagoon. So it's a very interesting location. Also, if you've seen what is nearby, you're only 40 minutes away from Burj Khalifa, from downtown. You're only 15 to 20 minutes away from Dubai Financial Center, also from Business Bay, where most people are actually working. So for the expert community, it's very nearby to all their work, where jobs are being created, where new office space is being created, and where companies are moving towards. There is always a demand also for people that want to live near their office, not directly in the area of the office, but they want to live in a community that is at least nearby. And Mohammed bin Rashid City is one of those communities. So you have a very good location within the community, right on front of the Crystal Lagoon, and you have a very good location in general if you look at the whole Dubai real estate market. What do we have in this project? You have only 209 apartments. So it's an extremely exclusive, limited project. And this is what Ellington has done for a reason. Because the demand will be high for this project soon before handover, the supply will be very low. Not all of those people that buy Ellington projects actually want to resell them or want to rent them out. If you're interested in learning more about this project in general, all the amenities, will not go over it right now. Just send me a message down below via WhatsApp, and everyone that sends me a message this week will get a small surprise from me. Yeah? I will do things that most real estate agents in the UAE will never do for you, and I will surprise you with something that would actually add a lot of value to you as an investor. So you see, the location is perfect, the amenities are very beautiful, you have a beautiful project by a high quality developer. So the question that I asked in the beginning of the video was, who is gonna live there? And for me it's very clear who's gonna live there, and these are corporate professionals, business professionals. And the interesting thing is, in the UAE, usually the accommodation is being paid by the company. And companies are often willing to pay above market prices just to find a good apartment for their manager that is moving to the UAE from Europe or from Asia. And that shows me that in this project you will have a very good tenant profile of business professionals, where often the company pays their rent. You will have small families that might want to live there. Why? Because the area is very livable. You have the Crystal Lagoon, you have a beautiful pool, and also you're only 10-15 minutes away from 3 different British certified schools. So it's very interesting also for families. You have kindergartens nearby, nurseries nearby, schools nearby. So that's why also I think for smaller families this will be a very interesting apartment project to live in. We only have 1 bedrooms plus study, 2 bedrooms plus study/maid's room, and 3 bedrooms plus maid room. So you have a very clear profile for tenants that want to live there and might want to buy your unit right before handover as end users, what is always for me very important. If we look in this community, what is the biggest driver of value? Now I will come straight to the numbers, why I believe that you will have an exceptional return of invest in this project. That is because the biggest driver of value in this area hasn't yet been developed, and that is a metro station. You will have a metro station nearby, and also you will have the Etihad rail station nearby. And that means that the Etihad rail connects the whole Emirates with each other. It will be one of the main transportation hubs in Dubai that will open in 2032. So you still don't have the metro there yet, but it will add a lot of value and a lot of capital appreciation to your apartment in the future. I personally believe it's a very interesting fact. So you see, the biggest value driver is not there yet, and I do believe that if you invest in this project now in the right units, you can have a 63% return on equity for your investment. How do I come to this conclusion? It is mainly looking at the past numbers for Mohammed bin Rashid City, thinking a little bit more conservatively, because I don't believe that the hyper growth of the last years in Dubai will continue like this. I do believe that we will still see some growth in the right areas, but not this level of hyper growth. Make it a little bit more conservatively, and then found for you the best units with a good payment plan. If you are keeping that apartment and you want to rent it out, I personally believe that because you have Crystal Lagoon facing apartments, that you have Ellington as a developer, and that you have a project where you have only 209 apartments, I believe that you can charge up to 20% more than the buildings around it. So that shows me again that here you will have a rental yield from 7% if you subtract all the cost, 6.5%. If you're interested in the concrete numbers, like how do I structure things like this? Why do I believe that you can have 63% return on equity in this project? Why do I believe that you can have very good rental yield in this project? All the details about this project, prices, floor plans, is this the right investment for you? Send me a message right now here via WhatsApp. Yeah, this launch is gonna sell out. I do believe I'm one of the first ones to talk about it, but I do believe that there will be a huge wave of people talking about this project on social media. And for everyone that messages me right now and wants to learn more about this project, I have a small surprise for you for trusting me, for working with me, but also I'm a real estate investor myself. So I know what you're looking for, and I know also how to help you and how to surprise you in a very beautiful way. I put hours and hours of research into that, and I will share it with you for free, all my calculations about this project. With that said, I do believe that is one of the most interesting projects in 2026 in the Dubai real estate market. So if you're interested in learning more about it, be fast and send me a message. See you in the next video.